Good morning. Monday morning, 11:45. The store is not open today, so we're doing some stuff behind the scenes, but we do have our online orders that sold over the weekend. Pretty slow weekend for online sales, to be honest. Normally it's almost double this. The big thing we sold was the sealed Holy Diver Collector's Edition on NES. Some other good stuff too. Blood and Truth, Wreckfest for PS4, a couple NES games, Mechanized Attack, Guerrilla War, Mario's Missing, Vegas Stakes, sealed Mech Assault 2, sealed Uncharted Golden Abyss, Disc 1 of Code Veronica X. And then, if you remember, we weren't able to ship this out because we didn't have all the information and it's going to France. We did have him respond to us, so now we have all the information, so we'll be able to get this out today as well. We're all packed up, ready to go. So all this is going to Stallion, that's going to UPS, and that's going to Canada Post. And of all of this, total sales is $950. Subtract $125 for fees and $75 for shipping. That leaves us a grand total of $750 profit for our online sales over the weekend. It's pretty good. The only other thing I really have to do here is quote out this collection that was emailed to us through our website. So a bunch of Switch stuff, some 3DS stuff, complete, some loose 3DS stuff. So I'll send that quote out and see if he gets back to me today and see if we're getting it in. I'm trying to think of some way to make this vlog a little bit longer because as it stands, it's probably like 2 minutes. So what I was thinking was showing maybe a little bit of my personal collection. And there's actually 3 bins here, this one, and that one, that will eventually be going to the store. All this stuff will be for sale. I've already parted ways with it mentally. So I'm thinking maybe I take some of these bins out into the living room, empty them out, and show you some of the inventory that's going to be eventually going to the store. And if there is anything that you find interesting there or want to buy, you can just tell us because we will sell it. It's just not at the store yet. We can bring it over there, obviously, if you want to pick it up there. Let's start by showing off the collection. I haven't done one of these collection videos in years. I'm pretty excited actually to do this again. This might actually end up being a long vlog now because I have a lot of stuff that I can show and talk about. These are my video game themed board games. Donkey Kong game, probably my favorite there. Although Pokemon Master Trainer, I'm pretty nostalgically attached to. That was my childhood copy of that game and I played the heck out of it. These are a couple of my books, so minus the console chronicles, all the ones underneath it are the Toon and Fairweather ones. They do a lot of stuff on FromSoft games, so Dark Souls, Demon Souls, Bloodborne, Elden Ring. I have all of them except for the Elden Ring one because that one's really expensive. These are my business books. Everything here is a great book. So if you see anything in this row and you're interested in business or self-help or growth, any of those are really good. Those are a couple other ones. Some more video game books with the iconic E.T. This is a random assortment of stuff. Some Japan Complete in Box N64 games. Donkey Kong Country book. Another Donkey Kong Country book. Super Mario. I gotta show this, actually. This was a speech I wrote for a kind of TED Talk style thing. This was my Pokemon collection, my childhood Pokemon collection. And it is a full base set, full fossil set, full jungle set, not first edition. I don't have them organized by set, I have them organized by the order of the Pokemon. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. I don't know if I'll ever be able to part with these. And then all the trainers, all the energies. And then the back half of this is kind of just random assortment of stuff. Oh, remember these cards? I didn't collect as many of these as I did the original, but they were cool. And these holographic mini cards. Oh man, the good old days. Also hand drew all of these on the front. I had a Pikachu here that was actually pretty good, but it fell off. Now, what else do I have here? This thing's kind of cool. It was one of those handheld consoles. The Pocket Arcade. I don't think the battery on this is... the battery stuff definitely is dead on this, 100%. You flip it up and it's like a baseball game made by Sega. I feel like that's pretty uncommon. I've never seen another one, but It was a gift when I was super young. Here's my childhood Game Boy Pocket. This was my very first handheld console that I ever owned. Another Christmas gift. I think there's a DS Lite in there with some games. Another DS Lite in there. I might actually bring that into the store because I don't really play DS. That's all Allie's shoes. Actually, I'll showcase these. The Animal Crossing shoes. These are cool. Love the box. Check those out. I don't know if she's ever... Oh, I was going to say, I don't know if she's ever worn them, but looks like she probably has, based on those scuffs. Really cool. This is funny, actually. Those are my 2 diplomas. For some of you may have not known this, I am a carpenter. On to the figures. Oh, and there's Allie's diploma. And there's her other diploma. Some of these were mine when I was a kid. Some of them I've just picked up throughout the years of collecting. But we'll start off with Major Chip Hazard and Archer from Small Soldiers. These little guys are really funny. These were a Christmas gift from my sister. They're all from Counter-Strike, I believe. I got those years ago. This, obviously God of War. Got him from when we bought out the video game store. If you've been following us for a while, you probably remember that. These were actually a Christmas gift this year. Cuphead figures. This Wario Mario Kart figure with the red shells, that was mine when I was a kid. That was picked up from a pawn shop somewhere, probably like 10 years ago. All of these ones, I don't really remember where I got them. This was mine when I was a kid, actually. I'm pretty sure this was a Burger King toy. But you press that button and he shoots out like this. Whee! Oh, man. Sad Mario. That used to be in our window display. And the sun broke it. Lots of fun Mario toys. This was a McDonald's toy. Mine when I was a kid. Another one when I was a kid. Got the N64 Beanie Baby plushies. These are great. More from when I was younger. This one we won when me and Allie were living in Australia. We won it from a arcade. You save up your tokens. That was mine. Both of these were mine when I was a kid. Kitty Kong gets so much hate. You press the thing on his back and he goes like that. Pac-Man pin. Oops. Goomba. He was from McDonald's as well. I believe he was from the same set as the Luigi there. Mario Lufa. I feel like that might be pretty uncommon. This was mine when I was younger. This I found at a Goodwill. It's very cool. There's actually another color variant of this, a blue one, I think. Blue or purple? Not too much else over there. The Astro, that little big planet guy. I found that at Salvation Army or Value Village kind of recently, actually. That's all my figures. My console boxes. I tried to get one of everything. I think the only one I didn't end up getting was GameCube. Oh, I guess PS3 isn't up there either, but I've got a PS3 one somewhere. Those the consoles are actually in there. The other ones, they aren't. I'm missing a few. Some more books. That I got the same Christmas as the Game Boy Pocket and Pokemon Red. Some other cool ones. Oh, and this. I read this book so many times when I was a kid. Oh my goodness. This old Pokemon stuff just hits me right in the feels. This is really cool. One of our regulars is a comic book writer, and this is one of his comic series. He gave that to us, as well as some pins, which I have on my hat. As you can tell by the shelves, most of this is Super Nintendo and a little bit of everything else. But I am still going for a complete North American Super Nintendo set. Everything is here except for 5 games. One's being held by Robin from Playcadia Ninja Warriors. I gotta go pick that up at some point. And then the other 4 are being held by my buddy Grant, who is based out of the US, but he will be coming to Toronto in March, I believe. He's actually a UFC ringside cameraman. So we have a UFC event in Toronto in March, and he's going to be coming down, sleeping on my couch for a couple days. So he's going to be bringing them when he comes down at that point. But when he comes, hopefully we'll have them all. But they're all alphabetical here, and there's 720. Also, here is the full North American N64 set. That's, yeah, every game that was released in North America. I opted to put on the N labels because, as we know, N64 didn't put N labels on. I think that these ones are really good. They were gifted to me by my girlfriend. She just got them from Etsy. Makes them look a little bit nicer on the shelf and easier to find. My very small GameCube collection. Pretty much everything you need in there. My one Wii U game, Mario Party 10. My one Genesis game that I kept, Michael Jackson Moonwalker. My small Wii collection. This is an underrated game. Also, the CPUs in this game are insanely hard to beat. We play them on medium and we can never beat them. All the Marios, most of the first party stuff. My little PS2 section. These are pretty much all the games that I played a lot when I was younger. This, I must have spent, or my parents must have spent $500 renting this for me when I was younger. Every single time we went to rent a game during PS2 era, that's the game I would always rent. A couple PS1 games. Another childhood game of mine that I played a lot. Switch. Mostly first party stuff again. Tetris, that was gifted to us from a regular of the store that I bought from Roberto, that Dark Souls 2 collector's edition. My only games that I had on Game Boy growing up, my childhood copies, onto PS4. This might be a hot take, but I think the PS4 is my second favorite console of all time. Super Nintendo being my first. And the library of games I don't have, or the library of games that I have isn't that big. But wow, there's a lot of really incredible games on the PS4. My PS5 collection. That's a special reserve game box. I think that's where Inscription came from. That is, speaking of Inscription, didn't open this because it was free on PlayStation Plus for a bit. But this special reserve version of this game is going wacko in price. It was last time I checked, it was like up over 200. I think those are all the games that I platinumed. That's why they're in a little separate section. A couple of VHSs and DVDs. This is cool. That was for the Donkey Kong Country release, VHS. That was for the Banjo-Kazooie release, promotional VHS. 3 complete in-box Donkey Kong, well, Super Donkey Kong, because it's the Japanese version, but basically Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, and 3 in Japan. 2 of those were brought back from Japan from a regular at the store, and one of them was brought back from Japan from a friend of mine, Eric. And that is my collection. It's crazy to think that this entire room used to be my game room. 3/4 of my old collection. My old collection was 6,000 games, I believe. Now it's down to about 1,500 maybe. So 3/4 of it went to the store when we opened just to make sure that we had incredibly good inventory. And I just kept all the stuff that I really, really was passionate about. Super Nintendo, N64, and then all my favorite games across all of the other platforms. Stuff that I had when I was a kid. And yeah, it's curated now. It's still pretty big, but a lot smaller than what it used to be. I think I'm going to end the vlog there because that took actually quite a long time to go through it all. So we probably over 10 minutes now. So maybe tomorrow I'll do what I was mentioning before, going through these bins, and this stuff is all going to the store too. That's all manuals, that's all loose disc stuff. But we can go through these bins tomorrow for tomorrow's vlog, because as you guys know, we are not open on Tuesdays as well. And I don't really have anything planned for tomorrow as far as the business side of things. So yeah, that'd make a good vlog for tomorrow. And I don't even remember what's in those bins. So that'll be fun to go through those again. We'll see you guys tomorrow.